Hello, guys, welcome again. This is your favorite podcast, The Dark Side of Ecuadorian Education. Today we have a special and controversial, it could be controversial, topic which is teaching and learning of English as a second language, okay, in the Ecuadorian context. For this, we have two practitioners and special guests which is first of all Jennifer and Pamela. First, ladies, I would like to share my experience and point of view about learning English as a second language. I remember that in my school it was really difficult to participate and to be focused on English because I noticed that there were a lot of students with those lacks of knowledge who passed the years and they shouldn't because they affect a lot the prestiges of the school. For example, after time I discovered that those problems are not only the students, but it's also how the curriculum is developed. Okay, so I really think that for a better education and teaching of English as a second language, you need a better curriculum development. For that, I would say that try to understand the different needs and different backgrounds of students. In that case, is essential. What do you think?
Well, I totally agree with you because I would say that the structure is the big problem because, as you know, the teachers follow that curriculum in order to teach their students. So I can say that in order to improve that big problem, we can do a needs analysis. I mean, a deep needs analysis, to improve this situation. By doing this, we can have a better education, and the teachers can teach in a better way to their pupils.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, guys, I agree with you at some points. However, I'm totally sure that teachers play a good and important role in education, and they need to understand how to apply this curriculum. It could be bad, but they need to change if they want, because they know what is the context of the school. So I think they could be the solution. They need to know how to teach to them.
You're gonna be a good teacher in the future?
Maybe, but probably we need to take in account where we are. So
Yeah,
it's okay.
that's true. That's true.
So, well, building upon what you say, the curriculum problems, I want to point it out another shortcoming that for me it's very important. It's the lack of knowledge because in my school where I'm doing practicums, there are many students that don't know the basic things about English, and this is really difficult because it's supposed that they are in B1 level, but they aren't. So I think that it comes from because they are from different schools. I mean, from particular, from private, and from fiscal schools.
Physical schools, okay?
Yeah. So in the school that I am working I am doing my practicum is private. So the level of English is higher than these public schools. So I think for that reason the lack of knowledge is not equal between these all students, and well, I think that the teachers have to take into account that and to try to teach more to these students because the others one have the correct level. So what are your thoughts?
Okay, I have an experience like that. I believe there are many reasons why that's good. For example, immigration. There are some students, there are a lot of students who has those parents and relatives who are in another country. So for that reason, they have maybe like a previous knowledge about English or maybe the social economic situation. They have the chance to be enrolled in different courses of English. But a solution that is different that you are giving us is try to make the first day like interviews, questions about the context, the backgrounds of the students, in order to have an idea how is the level of the students, of each student. And then with the student which has the highest level of the classroom, try to create groups of work with the lowest ones, and to create a constructivist classes, where the highest helped with the lowest students to be like an equal level. What do you think?
Yes, I totally agree with you, because as you know, the lack of time is other problem that is connected with it, and if the teacher doesn't have enough time to help other students, they need to practice with their classmates who knows the enough level to help them. So I think as other problem that needs to be solved, that is the lack of time at schools. In my case, in the school, they have 3 hours a week, because for me it's little time.
It's not enough.
Not enough to them, because they are going to forget everything for the next week.
Yeah,
So, and maybe in some
true.
cases they have on Monday and then on Friday how to connect ideas and anything. So for me, it's something that we
Yeah,
need
it's always related those things, but also it's like you have the class, well, maybe 1 hour per day if you are lucky, or 5 hours per week if you are really lucky. And the students have this idea of, it's English, I will do other assignments during these classes because it doesn't matter. So for that, I really think that you, since the first day, try to establish some rules of classes and try to give the real and important meaning that has English during your life. Because a lot of students say, English doesn't matter. Why study English if I will work with, I don't know, with my parents. I will never use that second language. But you should like show what are the advantages of being enrolled and learn like in a good way English. What do you think?
Yeah, in addition, I think that the problem that Jennifer mentioned is because of our culture. Because
Yeah, culture is the word.
in Ecuador, the most important subjects are like maths, physics, science, but English not, because it for the people it isn't important. But we have to change that, because English is become
It's becoming like the most important subject.
yeah,
in
because
country.
it's a world language that all students or teachers need to know.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's the problem.
Also, in some cases, there are like those short moments, short spaces to share, and the students don't feel comfortable because they don't have the enough knowledge or vocabulary to be specific. The vocabulary to express their ideas, express their opinions, and they really feel afraid of being participative during those spaces. So the teachers doesn't have like the enough participation to have an active class. And I really think one solution to be critical is trying to encourage students to participate every day, because you know English is a really difficult for the people who is not like native speakers or who doesn't have that contact with English. And also they should like try to encourage students to practice like listening to music, watching videos at home, maybe series, movies, or something like that, in my point of view.
Yes, I agree with you. And also we can also have a good solution is to start little by little. We can
Little by
do
little.
it day per day, because it's gonna to take time. We need to start by groups. We can help them. They need to share it with your group, with your friends, and in this case they are going to have more confidence. And so we can start doing this, and then we can stay that they do projects or something. I believe that projects are something that they like, because they prepare something and they feel comfortable with the topic.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Another idea, maybe to
Let's see another short thing.
other-
We have
Maybe we can talk about this problem, which is methodologies of teaching.
Oh
Wow,
my gosh. It's not
methodologies in Ecuador. Well, this is hard to say, but there are a lot of teachers who use always the traditional methods, which are like boring and stressful for students because they are adolescents, they are children who are always like active, they feel shy, they don't feel comfortable with those methods of teaching. So I really think that if you are a teacher, you should try to find the correct methodology in order to have better results. Results.
They memorize new words, but
That's
they
another.
don't use this.
Yes.
Yeah, here I would say that it's important to know well our students as well because, as you said, they are different students that have different learning styles that are active, passive, and we need to know every student to teach them correctly because only with this, students will be able to learn better and to participate more
To
in class.
participate is always important. If you are participating, it's better. Another thing that I would like to talk about is like the lack of importance that the schools have to like teach English because there are a lot of cases where schools are not well infrastructured equipped because maybe the teacher is talking with speakers, the noise of the other classroom. Those things can affect the learning styles or the learning process that the students have. So for this, I really think that maybe you're a teacher and you will have a class with those students like previously you should have like a plan to solve those different issues like maybe readings if there is a lot of noise try to practice with music or something like that to be like focused on those activities.
Yes, I agree with you. And in this case, they can improve how to pronounce the pronunciation, the words. They can feel comfortable with speaking and listening in class because I think they are skills that is not the teacher don't focus their attention for these skills.
Yeah, also maybe those things have something to do with the bad grades that the students have at the end of the day in their tests or exams. What do you think?
Yeah, for example, what you mentioned before, in my case, the teacher should say, well, we are gonna stop until the noise pass, but in that case, she can take advantage of the time and, as you say, maybe ask her students to read a text or to practice pronunciation. But this also affects by grades. Why? Because they can learn enough when the results are reflecting in the test. So
That's true.
like,
So those are, guys, some aspects that were analyzing during our practicum, during our experience. I know that the time is short, but the staff is working right now and they are cleaning, so we don't have time enough to make a conversation in a deeper way. So thanks a lot. It was your podcast. It's a nutshell of all the problems that education have in Ecuador. To be specific, English as a second language. Okay, so thank you guys. This is all. Say bye, guys.
bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you.